Hi, everybody. I just wanted to come on and share a few things that have been channeled to me that I am aware of, that I've lived through, that kind of thing about awakening, the ascension, and what's going on right now in the energies with the twin souls and the dark energies, the reptilian energies that are on the planet. And so, where I want to start is with the awakening. So, on this awakening, a lot of people want to believe that awakening is just love and light. That's it. It's love and light. That's I awoken because I see love and light, and that's great. Love and light is a part of it, but when you're aware, that means you have awareness of what's going on right here in the present. If you're in this world, you don't have to be living in a 3D matrix necessarily, but you have to be aware of the what is in the energy because we're breaking free of it. And I guess a good example of this would be the Matrix movie. Okay, in the Matrix movies, there are people who are, people might call them dark souls, reptilians, aliens in human form, demons in bodies, whatever it is. And the thing is, sometimes when we're so focused on love and light, we went from 3 to 5D supposedly, but many of these people who are just love and light and they aren't aware of this other energies that are affecting everything and everyone on the planet, they're what keep us in the matrix, these beings that are here on the planet in these human bodies. And when you awaken, you can start reading the souls. You can see these energies. You can see what their agenda is. I mean, we got to look at the 4D in the sense that it's right here with us. There's the 3D, the 4D, and then when we reach the 5D, but we're certainly not living at 5D when the planet has darkness, attacking the light still. And a lot of people are being attacked. They don't even know that they're being attacked because they're so naive. They think, I'm love and light, and that's all that matters. It's not really. Love and light is the tool used to counteract some of this stuff, but there's other things that people have to be aware of. And if you're an unhealed healer, in your points that you have places in your energetic body that need to be healed, these beings use that to control and manipulate energies and, create things. They can create many things. But light is starting to shine on these people, as we're seeing with all this sexual stuff that's coming out with children and, just all the corruption and all the evil, because the greed and the corruption are ran by those people in the 4D. And I'll just go ahead and call them reptilians because that's what I really think that they are. But a reptilian really is a demon in human form, somebody who has power most of the time. And I just want to go through a few things for people to become aware. Sometimes in this awakening process, people are feeling so stuck and they're like, I'm in love. I feel that. I'm in 5D. Why hasn't my life changed? Well, there's a reason. People aren't being aware of the 4D and the energies, these reptilians, and what they're doing to you. They're doing it to all light workers, and it's a mirror. It's just a mirror. It's something in you. It's a mirror in the sense that they can't attack you and get in your energetic body unless you have unhealed parts of yourself. So some of those unhealed parts of yourself, such as if you, and it's funny, it's like you can use sin as they use sin also, but it's your free will that makes the choice to play into it. So say a man is in a relationship and he gets tempted by a woman to cheat and, to do all of this, lie, cheat, still. And she's this beautiful woman with money and she's, showing him, she's the one. There's no love there, but she's using her tools of his weakness of sex, being a lustful human being, and his greed. And so she goes in and energetically can control and manipulate him and pull him off of his mission, okay, and pull him off of his purpose. If he is a person that has a spiritual purpose here, and this is happening all the time in the twin soul relationships. It's really happening right now. And in the awakening process, if you're trying to awaken, they come after you. So you should be able to see it more clearly. And so this is what this video is about. It's not always just the mirror. It's your weakness in the mirror, of course, but it's your weakness that you play into that can lure you into being attacked. These people are like vampires, energy vampires. And once they can get in through this hole or tear in your energetic body, they can then steal your energy. Some people don't believe that's a possibility. Well, if you've experienced it, you would know that it is. And, they can drain the life out of you. They can even take the life out of you, because these are demons, okay, that are here to stop the wave. And I know that, we're over our limit and we've surpassed them in the light, but the darkness still has to be shown. Okay, which means that they have to come into the light. Now, they are supposed to leave the planet when everyone becomes aware of them. They leave because they can't hide under the veils of consciousness that they have. So I just wanted to go over a couple of these things with people, because it's really important that, you are healing those places where you do have tears in your energetic body, where you have unhealed parts of yourself, that are going to leave you victim to this and keep you from the twin soul relationship and keep you from, the ascension process. Because if you're manipulated and controlled by these dark energies, then it's going to be hard to ascend because you won't have the energy to do it. And so the healing is so important. I'll just tell you a few things they do and have done. And I do healing for people, because I've learned about this 25 years ago and have been doing healings for a lot of that time, because I was trained like 19 years ago in the prana healing and healing some of these things that, like overlays. Okay. An overlay is, like this energy that they use, so what they do is they get in through your energetic body and they use your energy to overlay you and keep you blindfolded. So you don't see your third eye doesn't see what's really going on. You got the focus they want you to focus on. If they want you to just be, but not aware, then that's where you're going to be. But when you heal your stuff, you can, and you get rid of these overlays, then you start becoming aware and seeing them. And I mean, once you do this work, you see souls. If it's a demon soul, or if it's a, pure soul. So but people can be affected and have these overlays, so they may look reptilian. Maybe they're living their lives in ways that look dark, say a drug addict. Now, of course, they can be taken over, but there are times that drug addicts are just being controlled and manipulated with this energy to keep them away from their path. A lot of this is going on. There's so many people on drugs, people we love, and sometimes they're taken over, so don't get me wrong. But once you've got to start seeing everything. That's how you break the matrix, is you see the other world. The whole, matrix movies are showing you this. You see the energetic world. The energetic world is where all the games are played. That the illusion is that everything's fine. And, this is the physical world. And what people don't understand, awakening, breaking out of the 3D matrix, is seeing it, seeing the energy world that is happening, seeing those that are manipulating the energies, that are, causing accidents. I mean, there's so many things that can be manipulated with the energies that are being taken from the souls that have missions to do here. The souls that came here to do this work, to bring the 5D in, the heaven on earth. But we have to break through the fourth dimension by seeing and releasing it. Now, more and more people are awake, so we are seeing that because more and more people are getting arrested for these things. But to really be awake, you have to be one of those people who can see. And it's not about judgment. It's that when you see energy and you see these people manipulating the energies and manipulating lives and ruining, paths, and, I shouldn't say ruining, I should say detouring people on their paths, because that's really what's happening. They can't do it forever, but it is happening, and there are cases when they take over, the people. Like Doreen Virtue is somebody that really got this stuff, and then all of a sudden, absolute change. And she probably had a walk in or a takeover, and that does happen, And so even sometimes you'll have known somebody for a long time, and all of a sudden they're completely a different person. And they may have had one of these walk-ins. Sometimes it's a good walk-in, but sometimes it's this reptilian, these demon walk-ins. And so to become awake, you've got to see that energy world. That's how you protect yourself and you protect others, and you can get here for your mission. And my mission is this. I've known about this for 25 years. I've been able to see the souls for 25 years, and I haven't really got out there and shared it because of the repercussions of when you do share this. And so I'm here sharing it now because I think that people need to know this information. Somehow the 4D was just skipped over and ignored, and it can't be ignored. It has to be aware. You have to be aware of it, or you're just, you're really getting to that false light. And, that's the problem I see is, people are preaching all this stuff, and there's a lot of false light out there because they haven't walked through the process of passing through the 4D, being aware of it, and doing what we can to win the battle with it, And there are enough, obviously, or the light wouldn't be winning. But in your own individual journey, it's really important to be able to see that. And I wanted to bring up just a couple movies that show this and depict it. They're a little older, but they're important to go back and look at if you haven't seen them. And one is The Devil's Advocate. Of course, the Matrix ones are great. And then Signs is another one. When you start seeing, that's when you've awakened, when you can see what's really going on with energy and what souls are there, because there are those souls on the planet. And, everybody calls them they or the darkness. Well, do you wonder where the darkness came from? Because it's kind of important. It's not just one energy shooting down darkness. It comes through beings that are purposely here to stop us. And, they have control of us. Some people have talked about, this whole planet is an illusion. It is an illusion because we're being controlled by beings that are making all sorts of things our reality instead of being in our own reality without these energy interferences that are happening all the time. So I'm just, let me take a drink. I just felt it's important to share so people can wake up, and realize if it feels, and how you really know is the discernment in your heart too, is you start feeling things, you start noticing things. People can be your great friend, come in and just think you're the greatest thing in the world, but they're really trying to get an in with you. Not always. I'm just saying this is an example of the reptilian. Okay, they'll come in and just be obsessed with you and want to help you and da-da-da. But they can really be coming in to get close enough to start getting an opening so they can control your energy and control your process. I don't know if you've ever been in situations where you're around certain people and all of a sudden your luck goes down. Everything goes wrong. I mean, you can't get anything right. And no matter how much you pray and no matter how much you do, you can't get things worked out. Well, at that point, you got to say, I might be hit with this energy stuff. I might want to start getting this cleaned up, and I know Reiki helps somewhat. And there's just some other techniques. And I just want to bring this out here. I do channeled healings and help people break some of these veils, these implants, triggers. They do a lot of different things that I can go into this more in another video, and about the different techniques that are used for these reptilians they've been controlling the planet and controlling people. And, as we're going through this big shift, people are waking up more and understanding that we got to go within, and that going within to heal our energetic bodies is what protects us and helps us move forward, you know. So it's just really important to understand there's more to awakening than just talking about love and light all the time. Love and light's where we're going. It's where we want to live ourselves, but we have to be aware. And, I just was guided and told that I needed to do this video so people can really ask themselves the question, is my life, am I feeling stuck? Is it like I don't have the energy to do the things that I need to do? If you can see, you're putting everything out there to make this business work. You're trying to, every single thing you can think of, and you keep not being able to do it. You need to ask yourself, there's blocks, there's healings that need to be done. There's things, and it's not just blocks. I mean, there's overlays. There's actually energy being controlled around you to stop you. And that's what the Matrix movies were showing. Yeah, they did it a different way and it was hard to understand, but there was two different worlds, right? There are two different worlds, the energy world and the physical world. And the energy world's where all these games are being played and manipulated. There's a lot of things that they get accomplished by enticing us into, with our free will, playing with them. And we don't even realize it. We think, oh, it's nothing or whatever. But when we start recognizing where we lost our free will, because we do have to make contracts with them for them to drain our energy and do all these things. And those are the kinds of things that we become more aware of. I know I'm going with a lot of information, so I'm going to try and break this down so I can explain each thing on videos in the future. But I just wanted to put this out here so people can really contact me if you know this reptilians, if you know somebody's been messing with your energy and you even know who it is. That's when you're becoming aware. When you start recognizing the people and you start seeing their soul and realizing this person is stealing my energy. Or, it's like you're supposed to have this thing because you've worked hard, you've done everything. And then all of a sudden, this person over here who's your great friend, all of a sudden, all the success and everything goes right to them. And you're like, what happened there? That doesn't even make sense. And you see these kinds of behaviors with people around you, then you want to take a look. Another big sign, if you're having bad luck and all these negatives are happening to you and you're a good person and you shouldn't be going through all this because you tried to do everything right. You got to look at that. You got to track the energy and see where you got caught up and made these contracts with these people to take your energy. There's a lot of people out there stealing energy and, getting others off path, and the twin souls have been affected greatly. And the twin souls are here to really bring in that higher vibration, but they're not being allowed until people are awakened and we can stop this energy. So I wanted to let you also know, I do the channeled healings, and we go in and break these contracts, these siphons, these cords, the implants, the overlays, all these things that they are doing to interfere with our paths, our soul missions, and, us going to that higher vibration. And you know who you are. If you're being affected and you don't understand why, it could be old energies. These things can go back, a long time, depending on what kind of contract was made with your soul and you buying into it. I will say there is a church that makes people, I'll put this out here because this is the number one state for the reptilian energy, state of Utah. And in Utah, when they do their ceremonies in the religion, they also do veils. There's some veils in their temple work. Veils of consciousness are what is blocking people from seeing and being aware. So people get locked in these veils. They use veils a lot, overlays they call them, and they come in and really keep you control, keep your belief systems where they need to be so that you are easy to control and you follow their rules and you stay in that matrix. You're good, whatever, good little slave, basically. So anyways, I had to share this, but I'm going to put some information. If you want to do a healing, I do offer those. I have done these for years, had them done on me when I first learned. And when I first started seeing this, I found a healer who taught me her work. She's done it for 40 years. And this work and healing and releasing these overlays and all of these other things that they do, I can channel and do for you. Go into your energetic body and start your healing process and getting rid of. And it's like taking the red pill. I put a video out about this a while ago, but I took it down because, you get worried about getting the energetic things happening to you. But when I had a dream not very long ago, and I was told I was supposed to do this. And so here I am tonight, and I am doing this and putting this information out. If you guys see this and you want more information on any one of these topics or areas, let me know, because I want to start doing a series on this, because this information is important to wake up and really see the energetic world the way that it is right now. That's how we heal. That's how we go up to that fifth dimensional world, because they do have to leave the planet. That's the thing. When people release these energies, these people leave the planet. So these beings, I should say, not people. So I just wanted to put that out. And like I said, contact me at exandrathemedium.com. I have, the healing on there that you can do with me privately, and we can start clearing up your energies. And also, I offer other readings and stuff too. But thank you for watching, and I hope that, this gets out there and can be shared with a lot of people. Please share if you feel like you understand this information, because this information is really important to get out to the masses, because that's how this stops. This darkness can be released from the planet, is when people wake up to it. Okay, thank you, everybody. Good night. I appreciate you watching.